I'm Dan Kelly. I sculpt birds out of steel and rustic bits and pieces, mainly native New Zealand birds, extinct and surviving today. The sculptures that I am renowned for use recycled mild steel from boundary fences from pastoral lease stations. Tons of wonderful steel pieces that I slice up to feathers, and it's beautiful material to work with, and it strikes a good resonance with the market being recycled. We'll make up birds from anything that's got a patina and a weathered and a permanent look. They're dotted around. There's some at Jack's Point, one at Tucker's Beach. There's some in Glenorchy as well. A little scruffy kiwi went away to New York. One of our favourites went away to a winery in France. And then a patinaed copper and brass kakapo went to another part of the world. It can be said from having grown up in that really remote part of Wairarapa that it was easy to feel at home at the head of the lake in the Southern Alps. It's easy to imagine the bird life here. Birds in New Zealand I find interesting because the big kahunas are gone, the moa and the eagles. Every now and then we'd do a 6-metre wingspan giant haast eagle. I think the largest we've done is 8-metre wingspan up to 900 kg. People enjoy the scale being ramped up because they want to believe these things were big. So I make them big, but the moa, we have the bones and the evidence. So when you make a moa that's that big, it's mind-blowing to think that's how big the big ones were, and yet some were only as big as goats. It would have been a lot bigger than this too. This is like a medium. So that's maybe 3 metres, but they would have gone up to 4 metres standing up. Over time, I guess I've become a bird watcher. They fascinate me entirely. Every time I make a bird, it's amazing how much I don't know about how they are. They are a phenomenal thing. It's just so bizarre that I'm kind of become the bird man. New Zealand's history is so tied to the birds. This land of birds was unique in the whole world. It's really great being an artist and your main subject is birds. It just allows me to feel really well rooted in this land, doing something that's relevant to the history of this country. And when you tell people what you know about New Zealand's history with birds, that they're fascinated. Imagine pre-humans arriving here, how fascinating it must have been to see the biomass of birds. You know, it would have been deafening, all the roles of animals in other countries, all being done by birds. It's an amazing story of, you know, evolution and how animals and humans are evolving. It's a neat feeling as an artist having a bread and butter signature product that describes New Zealand's history. It's really neat to be able to bring them back and show people the scale, because these birds are gone